Welcome back, Hudson wrestling fans. Here we are at our first duel of the season. Your Hudson Raiders are going to be taking on Eau Claire Memorial. This is actually the second, call it match. They had a tournament last weekend where Hudson took second at the Lakeville tournament. Throughout the duel here, I'll try to give you some updates on where the individual kids placed during the tournament while we're in our duel here. But Hudson is going for their, seventh championship in a row, and it all begins here today. Of course, it all leads up to that big duel that everybody believes is going to be the big duel at the end of the year with Chippewa Falls. Starting out tonight, we're going to have 160 pounds is where this duel is starting at. Memorial is going to be sending out Ryan Carlson, Jr., taking on senior Collier Hawksford. Last weekend, Collier was the only champion we had down at the Lakeville tournament. He won by fall. And our season's underway. Good to be back. Been a long, dry spell. Joe Kinney on camera, so if you got any problems, his number is...
Thanks, Dave.
Just kidding.
Good to be here.
It'll be interesting to see everybody wrestles up to this year. Collier was 45 last year, and he's 60 this year. Collier with the first 2 points of the match. You can even see Collier's thickened up a little bit from last year. Hawksford up 4-1 now.
Senior co-captain.
Hawksford is a co-captain. The other captain will be coming up at 152, Tanner Owens. Hawksford just up 6-2 now. Take him down, letting go of the Memorial kid. Obviously, doesn't look like he's wrestled a whole lot. Isn't even making Collier work for a shot. Collier's just doing some snap downs and go behinds. Up 8-3 now. 8-4. 43 seconds to go in the first period. Collier is taking Carlson down 4 times now in the same front head snap go behind. I'd like to see Collier work on a single, a double, change it up, something. Maybe look for some tilts, work something different. The kid is obviously going down very easy for him. Now's the time you start working stuff. We're working for a bar now. Looking to grab that far wrist. Missed the wrist. And that is how the first period is going to end. Hawksford has a 10-4 lead going in the second with choice. Coach Hansen chooses neutral. Hawksford again just with that snap down and go behind. 12-4. Now he finally looks for a shot. Didn't set it up very well. Now he's going to throw him here. That should be 2. 14-5 now with 1:30 to go in the first. Hawksford has to get him back on the mat, trying to look for that front head, pull him back in. Now we can pull him back on. And that should be it. Dave's not even on the right side to see if there's a pin there. There it is. Collier Hawksford wins by fall over Ryan Carlson of Eau Claire Memorial.
Awkward opponent for him.
That'll give the Raiders a 6-0 lead. It's going to bring up 170 pounds, where we'll wait and see out of Memorial. I think his last name was Lowe, not the same guy they have on the roster here. And we should be seeing Collier's brother, Jr., Dima Hawksford. Last weekend at Lakeville, Dima took second, I believe. Yep. Dima took second, lost by a score of 5-0 to Nick Dvorak of Scott West. Steve Lowe. Steve Lowe out of Memorial. Hawksford in on a single. Got to realize where he is on the edge of the mat, goes into a trip, and gets the first 2 points of this match. Oxford's going to cut him. 2-1 now. Dima was, I think, 52 last year, and he's 70 this year. Nice ankle pick on Oxford. Takes a 4-1 lead with 1:19 going out of bounds. We get a restart. (4-2) now. Dima's just going to let him up. Oxford tying up with him, some underhooks. Oxford goes in for a nice looking high crotch. 6-2, best shot I've seen all night so far in the first 2 matches. Oxford lets him go, 6-3. Oxford went for a head snap there, but then hesitated coming in on the shot. Oxford looked for that ankle pick again. Now he's into a front head. Got to snap it down. Now he's going to go right into a standing cradle. Come on. Oxford does get the takedown, 8-3 now with 27 seconds to go in the first. Oxford looking to maybe try to tie up a bar. I think he's trying to pull the left arm out and get the far wrist. Oxford looking for the fall at the end, not going to get, should get 2. Did get 2. It's going to make it 10-3 going into the second for Oxford. Oxford's going to start down in the second period, up by 7. Oxford quickly up, cleared his left elbow, looking to pick hands, and gets it. 11-1 now. From that underhook, nice to see Oxford come down hard on that head. Oxford's still looking for that ankle pick. Now he goes in on the low single. He's got to elevate, come back around. Get your 2. Get your 2. And does get the 2 right into a cradle. 13-3 now. Looked like Dima just let him roll through. Did get 2 near fall, right back into the cradle. 15-3 now. If he doesn't pin him here and gets his 3 near fall, it will be a tech fall. Dave Black, the referee tonight, does have 2 showing, so it'll be 17-3. 17-4, so a takedown here will do it. Right now, Dima's got to look for a takedown right to his back. Right to his back and finish it off here. Looking to lock him up. He's got the underhook. Goes for the head. Gets it. You got to pull him on. He's got to pull him on. You got to pull him on. And that's going to be it. So that will be the match. Dima Oxford wins by a score of 19-4 over Steve Lowe of Eau Claire Memorial. That'll bring the team score 11-0. It's going to bring up 182 pounds, where I believe Memorial is going to send out freshman Tracy Jensen to take on junior Derek Schindler. Now, Derek took second place at the Lakeville tournament, losing a close match by a score 8-7 to Jack DeWeese of Scott West.
For the Hudson Raiders, junior Derek Schindler.
This is my first chance to see Hudson wrestle this year too. I didn't make it to Lakeville. I was out doing a little muzzle loader hunting. Derek's up a weight class too this year. He was 171 last year. Hard to say where everybody lands at the end of the year, but sure they're on that. Looking to drive into that single on his knees, and does secure 2 for the takedown. Two-one down favor of Schindler. Schindler comes in looking for high crotch, gets it for 1. So got the Turk in there, looking to catch the head, just catches the kid. Now he just basically got a front bear hug on him. Near fall is coming, and looks like the pin is right around the corner, and there it is. Derek Schindler wins by fall over Tracy Jensen of Eau Claire Memorial. That'll make this team score 17-0. Bringing up 182 pounds, where we're going to see Memorial's, in my opinion, best wrestler. Mr. Keys, senior, going to be taking on senior Drew Krahenbuhl. I hope I said that right. Sorry if I'm butchering that, Hudson fans. Krahenbuhl. We'll see how Mr. Truler pronounces it. Keys, good wrestler on Memorial.
Senior Master Keys, for the Hudson Raiders, senior Drew Mangle.
I couldn't understand, Dean, what he said.
You got it right.
Be a good test for this. Maybe his first varsity match I've seen Drew wrestle. But Keys does take an early 2-0 lead. Drew trying to come up. Keys running a spiral half. Drew trying to get some hand control. Does have hand control. If he can stay on the mat, if he can circle in, circle in. Keys takes him back down. Now he's got an underhook. He's got to let go of that. Drew fighting for hand control. Keys takes him back down to the mat. Dave's talking a little bit to Keys, saying be easy now. I thought he was getting close to a stalling call on Keys. Keys was just standing up holding him. Keys got the early takedown, but so far has done absolutely nothing on top. He hasn't even been looking for any breakdown, any pinning combination. Down to the final 30 seconds in the first, still 2-0 in favor of Keys. Keys now looking to try to make something happen, trying to look for the far side cradle now. Looks like he may have it locked up. Does. Drew on his back in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble now. He's got 13 seconds. Can he hang on to those 10 seconds? And it looks tight. There it is. Keys of Memorial wins by fall over Drew Krahenbuhl of Hudson. That's going to give Memorial their first points of this duel. 17-6 now in favor of your Raiders.
Keys looks good this year.
Yep. Next up, we got, I believe they said it was Franco out of Eau Claire Memorial, taking on sophomore Elliot Motu.
At 220 pounds with Memorial, Dennis Franco.
Now last year Motu was 89, was he last year? Yeah, Motu was 89 up to 220 pound weight class this year. And also fans, if some of the weight classes sound unfamiliar, it's because a lot of them are. They're all brand new this year. Not all, 4 of them stayed the same. But this is 220, last year used to be 215.
Elliott is one of our most entertaining wrestlers.
Yeah. Motu's got one underhook. If you can get both underhooks in there, the kid is a little bit shorter than Elliott. You can jack him up and work for a takedown off of that. Got the slide by there if you're just throwing it and pulled at the same time. Down under a minute in this first period. Elliott trying to run a Russian now. See if you can work that into a single. Nothing much happening right now. Elliott backing with the underhook. Tried to work that underhook into a slide by. He's got a collar tie on the right side. That's what he's looking for, and gets it. Motu gets his first 2 points with 9 seconds left to go in the first period. And that is how the first is going to end. Motu is going to take a 2-0 lead over Franco. Into the second, Motu's got a choice, going to defer. Franco's going to go down. Motu goes to his hip. Got to stay off that hip. Yep. Motu looking for possibly a cross-face cradle here. He's got somewhat of a leg in, looking for a power half. Elliott doing a good job of riding, trying to flatten this guy out. Keeping all of his weight on his shoulders. Now we got a little high now. You can see where the Franco's able to get up, but Franco's got an overhook on the leg. Elliott's got to run that right into a half. The half is right there now. Motu's still working, trying to get a crossface, trying to get a half. Trying to get anything he can in there. Looking for the power half. He's got to be careful not to go on his hip. Looks like he may catch Franco if he can get a reverse half in here. Does. We have near fall coming. He's got 38 seconds. There it is. Elliott Motu of Hudson wins by fall over Franco of Memorial. That'll bring the team score 23-6 now. It's going to bring up heavyweight where Memorial had a scratch in here, but it looks like they're going to put in Francisco Octel. I believe he's a freshman on Memorial. And I believe we should see sophomore Matthias Tobin. There he is. We will. Sophomore Matthias Tobin. Get back to the Lakeville tournament. I'm sorry, I forgot. Elliott ended up fourth down at Lakeville, and Matthias ended up third down at Lakeville. Matthias trying to get pummel in, get inside control. Looking for an arm drag, trying to drag him by. Doesn't get the drag, but the kid does secure 2. 2-0, near fall coming. Minute 20 to go. Looking to try to get a half in here now. Matthias got pretty tight now. He's got the frog legs in. There it is. Matthias Tobin wins by fall over Francisco Octel.
Nice job.
29-6 now is the score. And it's also going to bring up some forfeits for the Raiders.
At 106 pounds, Memorial will forfeit to the Hudson Raiders freshman Mitch Fanning.
Mitch Fanning takes a forfeit for your Raiders. That'll bring the score up to 35-6. 112, we're going to get a forfeit 2. It's going to be junior Zach Lohman.
At 113 pounds, Memorial will forfeit to the Hudson Raiders junior Zach Loman.
And that'll bring the score 41-6 now. And it's also going to bring, and that was 113 pounds. I remember I told you the weights changed last year. 103 is now 106. 112 is now 113. And 120 is the next weight class where I think we're going to see junior Chad Burkhart at Memorial taking on junior Nick Nelson. Last year was 119, is now 120.
Sophomore Chad Burkhart for the Hudson Raiders junior Nick Nelson.
Nick ended up in 6th place down at the Lakeville tournament, and Zach Lohman, our 13-pounder that just took the forfeit, ended up in 4th place. At 106, Mitch Fanning, he did not place at the Lakeville tournament. Nelson looking for a slide by. Does get it 2-0 now. Still doesn't, got to get behind the arms. Burkhart's going to get a point and does 2-1. We get a stop in action for the headgear. So we're back neutral with a minute 20 to go, still in the first. Looking for a little cow catcher here. Usually doesn't work in high school, and it didn't there either. Still working it though. He's trying to get it, and he gets it. 4-1 now.
Want to make a career out of that.
And he did get 2 near fall, so we got 6-1. Now Nelson looking for bar. If he can get that far wrist control, he's got to put that elbow right in the guy's ear. There he goes. More near fall coming. We got 40 seconds to go. Boy, I thought he had him. Nelson looking for the fall here. Boy, he looks pretty tight, Dave. There it is. 14 seconds to go in the first. Nick Nelson wins by pin over Chad Burkhart of Memorial. Pushing the score 47-6, bringing up the new 126-pound weight class from 125. We're going to see sophomore Sam Glazier taking on sophomore Timmy Fea. Now, Timmy Fea had a nice tournament last weekend. I believe he ended up in 3rd. He did. Timmy Fea won by a score 11-5 and took 3rd place for the Raiders.
Sophomore Sam Glazier for the Raiders
Glazier in on the high crotch. Faya does a nice job fighting it off. Faya's got to get some head control there. He's got to keep that head down. Timmy goes in for a double leg, doesn't get a good penetration step, ends up belly down, but he still might suck out the single here. Helping switch that to a double, and he let the leg go. Timmy's still trying to come around. He's got to grab that right elbow. Now he's in deep on a double. Now that should be two. There it is.
Good job of sticking with it.
That was. Timmy looking for a cradle. Got the cradle. Near fall is coming. They got 50 seconds to go in the first. He doesn't have it very tight. I don't know if he can pin him or not. Timmy can get us there. He got him. Timmy Faya of Hudson wins by pin over Sam Glazier of Memorial. That'll bring the score 53-6. Bring up again new 130. It's now 132. We're going to have Kyle Bauer out of Memorial taking on sophomore CJ Steiner.
A lot of the new weights are old weights.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Years ago we had the old weights. 26, 32, 38. So this is 132. Steiner from Hudson taking on Bauer from Memorial. Bauer looks for a shot. Steiner does a good job of sprawling, fights it off. Steiner looking for a Russian. He's got to get his head on the other side with that and bury his head right in his ear. Steiner looking to try to get that Russian again. He's got his head on the wrong side. Bauer's doing a good job of controlling the head, not letting him get head position. Bauer comes in looking for a high crotch. Steiner's got to get head pressure and come around on that. Ow. Under a minute here in the first period, 132-pound weight class. Still 0-0 with Steiner of Hudson, Bauer. Steiner looked for an ankle pick there. Now Bauer's in deep on a single here. See if CJ can fight his way out of it. He's got to lift that head up. CJ comes out the back door. Oh. CJ almost won that scramble and came out the back side of it. Seagate goes in looking for a double, but no setup. Easily caught by Bauer. Steiner takes a reshot here on the single. He's got to come back in. Now he's got to finish here. Steps, and that's two. With 6 seconds to go in the first period, Steiner takes the lead. Dave didn't want to give that one up there.
Good effort on CJ.
Yep, nice reshot off of that bad double shot he took. So here we are, second period, Steiner on bottom with a 2-0 lead. Steiner up, faces him, but he didn't get it any hand control, and back down he goes. He's got to get off his hip and give this up. Give that up and belly down. There he goes. There's one, 3-0 now in favor of Steiner. Comes in looking for another high crotch, looking for a single here, trying to switch it up in the high crotch. If he switches it to a double, this guy gets hips out and gets it. 5-0 now in favor of Steiner. Right on the edge of the mat, probably going to get a restart here. Not yet. There's a restart. 43 seconds to go in the second period. 132-pound weight class.
That's a job against the senior. So far.
It's Bauer. Last year, Bauer wrestled Gordon Johnson, and Johnson pinned him. And we're going to get another restart with 33 seconds to go. 5-0. To his feet, trying to get the escape, and is going to get it. There it is. 5-1 now in favor of Steiner. Howard takes a shot, and out of bounds we go. CJ's got to get a better stance going. If you watch CJ's feet, he's crossing his feet. He's off balance, all weight on one leg. Got to stay in a good stance and keep that planted. That's how the second ends. Steiner has 5-0 lead. Bauer's going to have choice. Bauer's going to start the third and final period of this 132-pound match on bottom. Bauer's up, fighting hand control, trying to stay on the mat. CJ's got to know enough right there, just take him off the mat, and he gets a stalling call instead. Stalling on CJ. You get that close to the mat, you don't have a chance of getting him back down, you push him off. Get your restart, especially in a tight match. CJ trying to bar it up underneath, looking for a 2-on-1 tilt. Maybe went to his hip, allowed Bauer to get up. Now we're back into a scramble. Bauer's in good position and does get the escape. 5-2 now with 1:23 to go in the third. Bauer looking for that single. And we get a restart with 1:15 to go. Looks for another single, no setup. Easily defended, but Steiner's got his hips underneath him, which allows Bauer to get into a double. CJ does fight that off, but he's got to keep his hips back. 50 seconds to go. 5-2 still in favor of Steiner.
CJ's getting a little winded. His hips are up a bit.
Looks like he might be a little winded. Crossing his feet. Now if he can get head control and come around here, got to cross face really hard. Scramble situation, we got to see who wins this. And we're back neutral, out of bounds. We got 25 seconds to go. CJ looks to be just hanging on now, trying to get out of this with a victory. And there's a stalling call on Steiner. It's 5-3, so a takedown ties this up. That should be two. Should be two. Well, didn't get the 2-point call, but as it is, it's 5-3 victory for CJ Steiner over Kyle Bauer. That's the only match we've had tonight that's gone the distance. That's gonna
Good match for CJ against the senior.
Yes. That's gonna push the Raider lead 56-6. I believe we are gonna see another forfeit here. At least they announced a forfeit. Maybe not. I see an Eau Claire Memorial guy over there. No. They announced the forfeit when they... So we got senior Trevor Heath going against sophomore Nick Johnson. So Heath is slated for 45. We'll see what they do at 45. Either way, sophomore Nick Johnson is up by a score of 2-0 at 38. Down at Lakeville, Nick Johnson did not place either. Heath's looking for a reversal here, and Johnson comes out with a scramble. And he brings it back. Near fall coming. Johnson looking for the fall. Trying to get the half in there.
He's coming out to show us what he's got.
He does get 3 near fall. It takes a 5-0 lead. Looking for that cross-face leg ride. More near fall coming. Now he's looking for a bar with that leg in. Crab ride. There it is. Oh. Nick's trying to straddle him. He's got to get out to the side and make that L. There. Now stay out to the side. Stay out to the side. It's 8-0 now. Johnson look for the fall. There it is. Nick Johnson of Hudson wins by fall over Trevor Heath.
Nice job. He was very aggressive the whole match. Nice.
It's going to bring the score 62-6. And we'll see what they do at 45. Heath was slated at 45. They look to be forfeiting to Austin Koski at 45. And they are going to forfeit.
To Hudson Raider Junior Austin Koski.
All right, and that's going to bring up our last match of the night with all these pins and forfeits. God, we haven't even wrestled in an hour. It's going to bring up junior Derek Berge, Eau Claire Memorial, taking on senior Tanner Owens of Hudson. Owens is captain, and Owens had a good tournament last weekend down at Lakeville. He took second place, losing to the second rank and reigning state champion Gabe Fogarty out of Scott West.
Your co-captain.
Comes in looking for a single, looking to finish, and does. 2-0 with a minute and a half to go. Owens cuts him 2-1 now. Circle in. Owens looking to try to grab a Russian here. Comes in looking for the single. Should finish, and does. 4-1 now. Owens going to cut him again, does. 4-2. Nice fireman by Tanner. Nice fireman coming in. 6-2 now. He actually hit it too good and too fast. He was looking for a takedown to the fall. Sometimes you do that on that fireman. You get in so deep, you surprise yourself and you overthrow the guy.
Perfect example right there.
Yeah. Owens looking to bar him up. He's got near wrist, but when he turns him in, he's going to be out of bounds. So Tanner does the right thing, switches the other side, looking for a fall. Oh, he lost the arm. Hips back over. Does get 3 near fall, 9-2 now. 15 seconds ago in the first. Looking to put that crossbody ride in again, right into the power. And that's how the first period is going to end, 9-2 in favor of Owens.
First period continues.
They'll start the second, 152 pounds. Owens up 9-2, neutral. Owens scores 11-2. Tanner possibly looking for a bar here. Does have that bar deep. He's got the far wrist. Now he's got control. Come back around the other side, run him over. Just like now he's got it. Got to hook that. And there it is. Gotta be. Got the double chicken wing going. This does not feel good. There it is. Tanner Owens of Hudson wins by fall over Derek Berg of Eau Claire Memorial. So that final score of the Raider Eau Claire Memorial duel is 74-6 in favor of your Raiders. Raiders are off to a 1-0 start. Next week we're down at Menominee trying to push that conference record to 2-0. So we'll see you next week in Menominee.